Right, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for coming along. I think there's still a couple of people coming in, but let's just get started. Firstly, apologize for speaking in English. I appreciate your effort to listen to me, I really do. And welcome to my lovely igloo, which apparently is the warmest place in the whole conference, which is a bit ironic, but thank you for coming along. Today I want to talk about building a secure workplace. And how you can actually start to create the fundamental factors that make a big difference in the risk, the cyber risk within your organization. Firstly, let me introduce my organization. I work for SoSafe. I'm the Chief Security Officer. SoSafe, if you haven't heard of us, is a German organization which is actually the leading player in awareness, culture change, and human risk management across Europe. We have probably near 600 employees now. Goodness only knows how many sort of users that we have and how many customers we have. But actually, it's a privilege to work for an organization that's so agile and so forward-thinking, and I'll come onto some of those aspects later. But that's the company. Myself, I've been in security for far too long now. Been a Chief Security Officer in many different organizations, including UK Air Traffic Control, MasterCard in the UK, a couple of global law firms as well. So I come at this very much from the practitioner's perspective, and I work for this organization to help sure that SoSafe are delivering solutions that actually work for organizations, and not just designing and delivering things because they think it might be good. We make sure that what we deliver actually is functional and changes the culture of organizations. I actually spent about 5 years also as a Forrester analyst covering this very space and doing research into how to really change culture and talk about the human risk management side. So let's get on with the topic then. So first question, like a bit of interactivity here. What percentage of CISOs do you think are prioritizing setting up a security culture? Put your hands up if you think that's over 30%. Over 50%? Still a couple? Over 75%? Oh, there's very few of you left there. Actually, the figure is 89%. Nearly 90% of CISOs really are focusing on trying to build a security culture because they see the value in it. What's interesting is the amount of conversations I have with security leaders where they admit that this is the situation they're in, but actually they don't know how to build a culture. Building a culture is something very different, and most of us have come up through an IT route where we're used to bits and bytes and technology and flashing lights, and actually squishy human beings are a bit more difficult to deal with. They're not anywhere near as logical, not anywhere near as easy to switch on or off and reboot. So building a culture is actually quite a challenge, but I'll go through today how we can do that. Now, the key thing is that people are the most important aspect of your cybersecurity strategy. Many people will say they're your weakest link, or your first line of defense, or your strongest line of defense, whatever terminology you might want to adopt. I think all of those are probably a little incorrect. And the way I like to think about people in our organization is that they are your primary attack surface. That's what attackers look at. They don't care what firewall you have, they don't care what anti-malware system you have, they don't care what systems you're using for logging. What they care about is the people that they can attack, the people they can influence, and the people they can subvert and engage in their attack. The data supports this as well. So Verizon data breach shows that 73% of all breaches use a human factor. And in fact, the World Economic Forum puts that even higher, 95%. I think Forrester recently said 90%. The figure is a bit random, but it doesn't matter. The figure is high. The figure is more than 50%. So what we're seeing is actually the humans represent the biggest risk to your organization. So this is something that we need to prioritize in terms of how we're going to fix it. Why do humans get targeted? Come on, little slide. It's because of all these things that they tend to do, shall we say. They're super well advertised. So many of your people put all of their functions, all of their responsibilities on LinkedIn, so it's very easy for an attacker to decide who they want to attack. They don't even read the policy, never mind adhere to it. They ignore messages, they rarely report anything suspicious. There's loads of different reasons that unruly and unpredictable, very true. But humans are a very random selection of controls, very inconsistent. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad, and it makes them very good for being attacked. And the attacks that we see tend to be the same old, same old. So top 5 attacks: phishing, malware. Let's skip denial of service, that's pretty technology. But ransomware and social engineering, they're all regarding people-based attacks. So the vast majority of attacks that you'll see in your enterprises are focused on your people. I think we have one data point there saying 51% of security professionals report their organization has been targeted. I think that is way too low. I think that 100% of our organizations in this room have been targeted. Whether those attacks got through or not is a different matter, but 100% of you have been targeted. Attackers don't really care who they attack. They will set a script going to go and spam and spray across many organizations. They'll go off to their day job, go off to work, go off and do something else, and they'll come back and see where the vulnerabilities are, and that's what they'll then attack. So that figure is way low. One of the problems is that the people do this knowingly. People engage with these attackers knowingly. So there's some really interesting data came out of Gartner just a year or two ago. 69% of employees ignore company policy. I think it was about 75% said they would ignore company policy if they got any sort of business benefit out of it. And let's see it. 65% of employees open emails from unknown sources. And 93% of these people do it knowing that they're breaking the policy, knowing that they're introducing risk into the organization. They're incentivized in a different way than we are. We are security people. We're incentivized to keep things secure. They are working for a help desk. They're incentivized to help people. They're working in recruitment. They're incentivized to open CVs and applications. They're incentivized in a different way. They will act in a different way, not always the most secure way. So we need to change the culture to enable them to engage properly with content. So lots of that data is available in our human risk review. We do 2 major reports a year. It's available on our stand just outside. Feel free to go and collect a copy. There's loads more data points in there. If you're trying to build a business case for improving your security awareness and culture, there's loads of data in there which will help you do that. So feel free, go ahead, go get a copy of that from our stand. So if that's what humans are like, let's talk about how we can turn this around. Because they've got all these vulnerabilities, all these weaknesses, but if we can switch them around, what we end up with is a human firewall that's really strong and a really good protective layer of our enterprise, where they report suspicious stuff, read the policies and stick to them, immediately report any issues, and actually willingly engage with the content that we put out there to train and engage them. So there's lots of benefits that these people can bring to this. Example, so I'm sure everyone here knows Reddit. Reddit have got a pretty positive security culture. And in 2023, they had an issue where somebody engaged with some malicious content. Now, because their culture is pretty good, I mean, these things happen. People engage with malicious stuff. We've all fallen for it, myself included. But because they recognized they'd made a mistake, they actually reported it pretty rapidly. Now, that reporting is so useful, as I'm sure you all know in a security function, because that enables you to then ring-fence the attack. Now, you look at data from a company like IBM. I think there was an IBM report I was reading recently, and it says, on average, it takes a company 200 days to spot that they've been attacked, to spot that they've been breached. So 200 days of an attacker walking around your network, picking up your data, subverting your services. That's option one. Or option two is that somebody phones you after they've made an error, and it's done within the hour. This is obviously the direction we need to move our organizations in. And we get this benefit from having a positive culture which encourages people to engage with us and report to us. So this is where we need to get to. So how do you get there? So let's go on to the journey towards this maturity and how you build a security culture in an organization. Now, for years I've been talking about this model, this very simple model of ABC, awareness, behavior, and culture. And this is a maturity journey that you walk through. Too many people I speak to assume that it's just awareness, and you just do awareness more and more and stack it higher and higher, and magically culture will turn out of this. Suddenly people will do the right thing. They will know what to do and they will just do it. That's not how this works. You can do awareness more and more, and eventually you'll just create friction. You create an antagonistic relationship between your users because you're just bombarding them. There's different things you need to do to move through this model, not just more and more awareness. And I'll come on to those in a second. But one of the key things to know is, well, where am I now? And what's the difference between awareness, behavior, and culture? So one of the key ways to look at this is something I thought up several years ago, and see if this resonates with you, see if this makes any sense. But if you're a security leader and you're talking to your staff, then in this awareness phase, they've got one voice in their head, and that's the voice of the CISO saying, you should choose a strong password, you shouldn't send confidential documents home. And that's all they hear. It's like, okay, I'm getting told I should choose a good password. I'm getting told I shouldn't send sensitive information home. I should abide by the DLP rules. And in the awareness phase, that's it. The user is just getting told to do stuff. They're not engaged. They haven't embraced the idea yet. So what you need to do is drive it to the behavior stage. When you get to behavior, suddenly things have changed. Now they've got two voices in their head. They've got the CISO saying what's right, but they also get it. They're now like, yeah, I understand why. I should choose a good password. I shouldn't send documents home. I get it. At that point, they've got that. And that's really positive because people start to do the right thing more and more. And that's a good place to be in your organization. But it still requires lots of feeding and watering. You need to keep doing the awareness. You need to keep on doing the communications, because they'll do this, but they'll make choices occasionally which are business related rather than security related, and they'll move away from the policy because, hey, I can create more widgets this way, so I'll do it this way. So that's helpful, but still not where you need to get to. Culture is where you need to get to. And once you get to culture, then suddenly there's this peer pressure. Suddenly I expect it of you and you expect it of me. And one of the great examples I came across is we had a new PA start in one of our departments, and she came down to see us and said, the policy says I must not share my password, but everybody in the PA teams shares passwords, because when someone goes on holiday, it's the simplest way around it, to cover diaries. And the culture on the PA team was very much about breaking security for business reasons. And so the fact she came and told us that meant we could do something about it. But there's that expectation. She joined and there was an expectation that she would break policy. So you need to build a positive expectation where everyone expects of each other that we do adhere to policies here. That's what we do. That's how we do it. So that's where you need to get to in terms of the goal. So let me talk you through. So those are the 3 steps: awareness, behavior, and culture. Before we go on this little journey between the 3, let me talk about a bit that fills in this gap here. Because there's a sort of pre-step that you need to do, and that is building up trust. Because if your organization, if your security organization doesn't have the trust of your users, you're never really going to get anywhere. And too many times, especially in my long career, I've seen organizations where security is the bad guy, is the traffic cop, is the person who says no to stuff, stops things happening, theoretically for the best of reasons. But if you do that, you break and undermine the trust. You prove that you're not aligned with those business goals. And it really just fragments the whole thing, and you won't even be able to get on this journey. So trust is a really important first step before you think about awareness training. Now, here's some issues about how to build trust. But have a think about a couple of key things. Every interaction from every one of your team is an opportunity to build a tiny, tiny layer of trust. And so everyone in the security function must have that positive mental attitude to say that we're going to get there, and somebody's going to ask something ridiculous of me, like to connect to a really insecure third party, and I'm going to have to say, yes, we can do that. Yes, we can do that, and here's how. It's about not saying no. It's about being on their team. It's about being engaged with them as business professionals and helping them reach their goals. It's about never shooting the messenger, and I'll come back to this in a minute as well, because this is so important. As that Reddit example showed, if you're going to shoot the people who come to you and admit a mistake, they're not going to come back to you. And that's going to spread like wildfire, and no one will come back to you, and you'll undermine the whole thing again. So have a think about how you can become a business-engaged, helpful team that really is helping the organization achieve their goals. Because that's what security needs to be. You need to be there to help them achieve their goals safely, not just there to stop things happening. But just focus on trust. It's so important to build that trust with your organization, your user base. Otherwise, the rest of it's just not going to go anywhere. So let's go between A, B, and C. Because you all know what awareness is. You all know the sort of content you can provide. You can stack that as high as you like. It's not going to change stuff. But how do you change it? Because what's important in this maturity journey between A, B, and C is the pivot points. It's moving from A to B and B to C. That's where you need a slightly different technique. So let's talk about moving from awareness to behavior. And I have an example for this one, which I would like to engage you on. So what we have here is a lovely road in America with a 55-mile-an-hour speed limit and a sign saying that the speed is checked by aircraft. We don't have speed cameras there. Aircraft do it for you. How many people in this room would stick to the speed limit on this road? Excellent. That's what I like to see. In the UK, I had one person. I didn't believe him, frankly. Exactly. So here we go. We've got 100% awareness of the rules. We know what the rule is. And yet absolutely nobody would stick to that rule. We wouldn't stick to that policy. So how could I make you stick to this policy? Well, there's two main ways to think about it. And this is all from a real scientific behavioral science model. Motivation. If I put a policeman there with a speed camera, you knew what would happen. You knew you'd get a speed ticket, there would be a fine, there would be points on your license. The motivation to speed would suddenly decline quite rapidly. So motivation is a really key aspect of behavioral change. The other one is ability. If I make the road look like your average UK road here, then speeding would be a pretty dangerous thing to do. Or if you put a speed limiter in your car that meant you couldn't go above 55, again, you just wouldn't be able to break the policy. So every time you think about behavior, think about these two aspects. Because no behavior happens unless it's got motivation and ability. And it's a really interesting model to start to look at if you've got kids and they're doing something you don't like. Okay, why are they doing this? What's their motivation and what's their ability? Can I change that? Can you change their motivation? Can you motivate them in a different way or change their ability? And that behavior will change. So you can encourage good things or change bad things that they're doing by thinking about everything as motivation and ability. It's a key fundamental aspect. Everything your user base does is covered by these two aspects. So start thinking them through separately. Just don't think about, oh, they click on links. Why are they doing that? They're opening attachments. What are they doing? Break everything down by motivation and ability. Okay, they're doing something I don't like. What's motivating them to do this? How come they've got the ability to do this? So keep that in mind, because it's so important for the whole thing. When we talk about motivation, quite often, too many CISOs go straight for the stick. We say, right, we'll punish them. If they click on 3 links, we'll take away their bonus, we'll put them on disciplinary procedure. It's the easy way, and actually it's quite effective initially. But actually it's a really bad thing to do, to just go straight to the negative consequences. Because again, it breaks that trust that you need so implicitly. So have a think about this. This is a consequence model that I've used in organizations which works really well. And it's basically about a sequencing of consequences and discussions. So the first thing you do is you talk about, to your user base, about corporate consequences. Because they will never buy into this unless they really understand why security is important. So talk to them about, if you get hacked, if you click on ransomware, this is what happens to our organization. This is what can happen to our reputation, to our customer base, to our products, to our websites. Take them through that journey first. And once you've been through that a little while, then take them on to the next stage, which is about personal. Talk about security in their personal lives and how they may lose wedding photos or baby photos, how this might affect their bonus or affect their team or their project. Start to make it personal for them. Third thing to do after you've gone through those phases is start to move into positive reinforcement. So can you have a lottery every month for anyone who's reported a phish, and then actually give them some money? Give them some positive reinforcement to engage with your products. I've worked in organizations where they did that and gave away $1,000 a month to 3 people for reporting phish. That was a big incentive. People engaged with that. And only once you've been through these phases do you then move to the negative phase where you go, okay, now we need to start talking about some sort of level of punishment, shall we say, or negative consequences. But if you go through those things first, by the time you get to the negative stage, most people are on board and people can see the reasoning. If you jump straight to negative, it's going to undermine that trust that's so invaluable. I'm not going to stay on this slide for very long, but just to mention the concept of just culture, which I find that most people haven't heard of. Just culture is very big in safety critical organizations and healthcare. And I'll use an example. In the aviation industry, if you're working on a big jet engine on a passenger airliner and you drop a bolt into that jet engine, you have 2 choices. Choice 1 is that you go to your boss and say, I've just ruined a jet engine. You're going to have to take all the passengers off it, take all the baggage out. We're going to have to cancel that flight. It's going to cost us a couple of million quid. It's going to disrupt us for the rest of the day. That's option number 1. That's a pretty hard conversation to have with your boss. Option number 2 is you don't say anything. You don't say anything, and you just hope that the bolt's probably fallen through. It'll be fine. And you risk, obviously, catastrophe. Just culture is about encouraging people to come and tell you when they've made a mistake and not shooting the messenger. So look, have a look at this. If this is something that you think is important to you, and I think it is, have a look at just culture, because it talks about a really simple model to encourage people to come to you and be honest. Okay, let's talk about driving from behavior to culture, because the thing here is about this, perceived positive peer pressure. How can you create a peer pressure between people to want to encourage, to want to engage with cybersecurity? You need them to want to help each other, to really believe that everyone else around them cares about security and therefore I probably should too. And there's one key thing you can do here to change this model for yourself, and that's have a really clear communications plan. So this example communications plan is something that may be useful to you. You start to have a think about, okay, we're going to tell them about X, and we're going to tell them in this way. But these 3 columns are what might make it different. One is the owner. It's important that not all messages about security come from you or from your security function. If we're trying to create this perceived peer pressure, it's really impactful to have messages about security coming from all over the organization. That starts to create that perceived peer pressure. So create your communications plan and start allocating out communications. Write those intranet articles, write those emails for those people, absolutely. But get them to deliver it. You take a back seat as a security professional. That creates that peer pressure. That makes people think, they all care about this, and I don't. And also, as I mentioned earlier, motivation and ability. Put them, tease them out apart in your comms plan and treat them as different aspects. Is this booster email going to talk about ability? No. We're just going to talk about motivation, why it's important. But just make sure, by having them both separate, you make sure you cover them specifically and explicitly. Don't just ring fence everything as behavior. So that's the thing that gets you into culture. Now I've only got a couple of minutes left, so let me take you a little bit into what happens next. Because culture is where every organization is aiming to get to, but that's not where the industry is going. The industry is going beyond that, and we're moving into this fourth step, which is intervention. Now, intervention is about having all the culture stuff in place, absolutely, but intervention is about putting guardrails around people's behavior. So if they do make a poor choice, if they make an error or an omission, you can be there in the context of what they're doing to remind them about, hang on a second, the policy does say that you're not meant to send this sort of stuff home. Can I just double check that you really want to do this before you send it? It's about making the policy real and bringing it into their work experience, and doing that in a careful way. That's where this is going, using things like nudge theory to bring this forward. So, this is where SoSafe can help, because SoSafe can meet all of the needs all the way through all of these aspects. And we're moving into this intervention space as well. So we have an AI chatbot, which basically can start to ingest all of your policies and your processes, and start to engage with your user base on this. That can be there all the time. And hopefully I have an example here, which shows somebody engaging with the chatbot, which basically says, I think I've made a mistake. And the chatbot gives them advice based on what your policy requirements are, and then immediately offers to help. So once it's given them the immediate incident response advice, it can then say, do you want me to raise a ticket for you on this? And I think everyone who's worked in IT knows that if you ask a user to raise a ticket, there's 30% chance they actually will. This starts to really improve the quality of the tickets coming through, because it gives all the contextual background and it does that ticket straight away. So the quality coming through to your service desk gets so much better. And this is going to all be done automatically. Similar with phishing emails. If you see a member of staff sees a phishing email, or they think it's phishing, they can engage with the chatbot to do real-time analysis and get advice and insight about whether that email looks suspicious and what to do about it if it does. So we've got all this AI concepts that are being put in place. But we also have what we're calling the human risk operating system, which starts to give you the ability to describe your culture and your awareness to your board and to actually get metrics around it, which is always such a difficult thing to do. So we break down all different types of groups, whether that's a group of your finance users or your domain administrators, and you can start to look at them in terms of awareness, behavior, and culture, and actually start to look at their capabilities and their adherence to policy in those different phases. That can then be brought together to give you an overall index about the awareness, behavior, and culture in your organization, and show how that's improving over time or declining over time. And then we bring in interventions. And this intervention hub can actually be either automatic, where it just does it anyway, or whether it can just raise a ticket to your service desk to say, I think we should be sending a thank you email to the people who are doing really well. Do you want to craft that? So it can do those things automatically, or it can do them semi-automatically based on what you want to do, how much trust you have in it at that point. But it starts to intervene. It can start to remind people about changing passwords. It can start to help them reboot their laptop like I need to do to apply patches. It can be there in real time to help them move forward and engage with the content, engage with the security controls that you have. So all of those things come forward and give you a really strong way of having insight into the culture of your organization, metrics to take to the board, and actionable insight so you know what to do. If you can see that finance's behavior has suddenly gone off on a nosedive, you know that you need to go and intervene. Perhaps they've adopted a new process they haven't told you about that's starting to break policy. It gives you a real insight into where to go next and what to talk about to try and improve your security culture. I've got like 10 seconds left. So you've seen what the blueprint is. Build that culture. Awareness, behavior, culture is the journey you need to go on. Think about trust at the start and intervention at the end. It's a difficult thing to build, but once you have it, it becomes just the best thing in an organization. Suddenly your security team doesn't need to be in every meeting, because the users will bring up security issues. They will raise security points, and they will bring problems to you. Having a strong security culture is transformational in an organization, so please do prioritize it. If you'd like the report, which has got all that data in, feel free, come out to our stand, SoSafe stand, it's just outside, and I'd be pleased to help you or answer any questions you may have. But I think at that point I am out of time. So thank you very much for coming. Cheers.